Howdy, folks, and welcome to another Taste of Gameplay episode, this time for the German Tier 5 Tech Tree Battleship, the Derfflinger. As always, these videos are designed to give you a sample of the gameplay of the ship, not to be an exhaustive analysis. I recommend the Wargaming Wiki or other content creators. So this is going to be a really fun game, and it's a good game to wash out the taste in my mouth of the memory of the game I played in the Grosse Kurfürst the other day, where I essentially pre-kited and had to just drive all the way to the border of the map and try not to die. If you want the Grosse Kurfürst experience that you think you should be having at Tier 10, may I recommend Tier 5? And you could do worse than the Derfflinger. I'm not going to say it's an amazing ship, but it's basically what you probably want. It has some pretty serious armor with a couple of weak spots, but you know, it's got a big icebreaker in the front. It's got pretty solid armor along the sides. The citadel is there, but it's not crazy. The secondaries are what you expect. They're pretty good. Pretty good pen. And the main guns are, very, very German. They have a pretty good reload, 26 seconds. You get 8 of them. They're 305s. They pen pretty adequately. The ship is reasonably fast at 27-ish knots. And yeah, I mean, the gameplay experience that you probably thought you were going to have in the Grosse Kurfürst, you just have to be a Tier 5. Of course, a lot of that has to do with the tier and not the Derfflinger itself. I mean, if somehow you could play the Grosse Kurfürst at Tier 5, you'd probably have the same experience. So yeah, pushing can be fun. You just got to drop down to a lower tier. We're going to end up pushing all the way to like B6 by the time we're done. We're pretty much never going to lay off the W key in this entire game. I like this better than, for example, the Agincourt, because I feel like it's less extreme. It's not as dependent on the secondaries. So, I hate to be a party pooper, but I mean, the overall truth of World of Warships is that secondaries are usually not worth it. I mean, the clue is in the name, right? They're secondary to the primary guns. There are a few examples in the very recent, extremely modern ships, like the German line with the manual secondaries. And of course, everybody always brings up Schlieffen, which is true. Schlieffen has amazing secondaries. Those are worth it. But those are kind of the exceptions that prove the rule. In general, you're going to be depending on your primary guns if what you want to do is do a lot of damage and win games. I mean, secondaries can be fun for memeing and for having a good old time. But yeah, I mean, you need main guns. You need citadels. Well, in Battleship, you need powerful hits. I overled that one. Still, though, 1 pen, 2,600 damage. Not bad. This is going to be a fun game. Yeah, we're going to push. We're going to do a lot of damage. We're going to have a lot of battle impact. We're going to leave it to our Akatsuki over there to spot and maybe take that cap. And we're just going to kind of wind our way along. Game doesn't exactly get off to a great start, but things are going to pick up speed. I don't know what that Montecuccoli, yeah, I don't know what his plan was, but he's way too close to the battle, way too early. He's pretty much toast. There's going to be some funny bits near the end of this game. We are going to die in this one. Probably could have played a little more conservatively, especially since I'm making one of these videos. But honestly, I was just having fun. I was having fun pushing. I was having fun deleting people. I was having fun doing damage, and I just kept going. So, yeah, I felt like it was worth it. And I think I was right. Yeah. These guns are, I mean, they're not amazing, but they get the job done. I'd say they're above average, especially at shorter ranges. This is not a long-range brawler. Of course, if I could aim correctly. I have this nasty habit of under-adjusting for angled ships and their direction of travel. Plus, sometimes the aiming system just betrays you. But Yeah, I mean, I'm pushed pretty hard here. I'm getting focus from the carrier. I've got this Iron Duke shooting at me. I got this New Orleans shooting at me, and I'm still doing all right. You know, armor's holding up. No big deal. Take a little damage here and there. We even shot down a plane. May wonders never cease. You know, our secondaries are going at it. They're firing. They're doing damage once in a while, but you'll see at the end of the game. I mean, the damage comes from the main guns. I forget exactly how much damage we're going to end up with in this game, but you showed just a little too much broadside there, Mr. New Orleans. Hate to break it to you. That's our first victim, up to 24,000 damage, which is, you know, this is already not bad for tier 5. Iron Dukes probably was trying to aim for our bow, which makes a certain amount of sense. We're up tiered in this game. So again, I mean, that gives you, you know, idea of the tankiness and the ability to brawl of this ship. We're in a tier 7 game and in tier 5, you know, that was a tier 7 cruiser, and we took his best shot, and then we did a citadel and sunk him. So, I mean, really, what more can you ask for? You know, he was way too close to us, and he gave us a little too much broadside, and we sunk him. That's what battleships ought to do, and we did. And we're just gonna keep going. I don't remember if we get the kill on this Iron Duke, but we're certainly helping. I'm definitely not saying the secondaries are of zero value, but I mean, yeah, again, the clue is right there in the name. They're secondary. I mean, this is what World of Warships is all about. And you know, everybody always says don't push spawn. Oh yeah, we got that kill too. Don't push spawn. And they're right. They're right. I mean, you know, this is a little overly aggressive. But again, I'm drawing so much fire. You know, we're up to 660,000 potential damage, up to 41k damage. Plus, I mean, how can I not shoot at this aircraft carrier, especially a Ranger? Again, see, this is something I do wrong. Like I'm overcorrecting for the vertical distance here. I mean, also part of that's just the aiming and the dispersion. I mean, we are at 12.8 kilometers, so. Let's see if we can citadel this Ranger, shall we? I mean, you can citadel the Ranger with practically anything, so. He's making a mistake by focusing on me. I mean, I understand that he's responding. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Cool. That's fun. I mean, I understand I'm his biggest threat in some ways to his personal safety, but he really should be helping our team out with, you know, we still have a destroyer, for example. He should be helping out on that. This Hawkins, I don't know. Maybe he thinks that I'm focused on the Ranger, but, you know, I can walk and chew gum at the same time. I can shoot some guns at the Ranger, and I can shoot some guns at the Hawkins. You see our Koenig down there asking our CV to keep the DD lit. Yeah, I mean, when you're in a CV, you got to keep the DDs lit. So you gonna take another one? Oh, yes. Oh man, buddy. Yeah. Oh, I must have misaimed that last turret. Up to 79k. Here go the secondaries. Getting a little help from my friends. Can I citadel him one more time? No, I can completely miss him. At 5 kilometers. I bet you I don't miss twice. Oh, well. Okay. Technically a miss. And of course now I'm at almost no hit points. You know, just been taking too much damage as things go. Let's see if I can get a couple last shots in. But, ooh, okay. Oh no. No more. Anyway, I don't know. I feel like that went well. I mean, there's so many low health targets now on the enemy team. I'm going to jump forward. We sunk all those low health targets. There was a really funny, you see in the distance over there, I should have showed you more of this, but there was a really funny duel that happened between an Omaha and an Eindracht. I played the Eindracht maybe like a week ago, and it's easily one of my least favorite ships in the game. So I was really curious if a tier 5 Omaha could defeat a tier 7 Eindracht. And yeah, he handily defeated him. Eindracht is just a terrible ship. I'm sorry, but it's just so bad. The Omaha is a flawed ship, but it's not a bad ship. It has some real strengths. Eindracht is just bad. It's got to be one of the, well, in my hands at least, when I play it, it's got to be one of the worst ships in the game. Anyway, a comfortable win. I believe we helped out. Yeah, so if you want the brawling secondaries, German gun, lots of hit points, pretty good armor experience that you were hoping to get from something like the Grosser Kurfürst, you know, one way to get it is just drop down to German battleships at, you know, 5, 6, 7. And I think you could do worse than just starting with the Derfflinger. Certainly not saying it's like some amazing ship, but I mean, you know, that was pretty fun. And I got 80k damage. You'll see, I think it was, 6k from the secondaries, plus we'll charitably give them credit for the 4.5k from the fires, but still out of 80k, that means at most 10k came from the secondaries. So, you know, just a reminder that secondaries are fun and cool and neat, but really they're secondary. Okay, that'll do it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next video.